Good morning. Oh my god. No. Oh my god, reading comprehension chronic. That's not even what he said. He literally doubled down on his claim. That's not what he said at all. That's just what you want to read. Oh man. Okay, today's gonna be fun. What's up, loonies? How's it going? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I don't know. Are y'all awake? Y'all awake over here? How's it going, everyone? Oh, Lottie, I'm 40. Is it your birthday, Crystal? Is it your birthday today? Middle of summer too. This is true. It is also summer. Well, which is it, Chronic? Is it a lie or is it the truth? You seem kind of confused. I mean, now you're just backtracking. Brosa, thanks for the 51 months. How you doing? Thank you so much for that resub. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh my goodness. I've been working on some setup stuff this weekend. What's up, Resonate? We got a bookers. We got a bookers. I was saying that he either made it up to promote his band or he's using a real crime to promote his band. How is that, like, I feel like your anger is directed towards the wrong person. I'm confused about that. What's up, Sham Bam? How's it going? You know, not to say that dangling that is my audio is louder and can't. Yeah, it's because I have two different audio sources that do the same thing, and like it's a mess. My OBS is a mess right now. It definitely needs a total. I'm just gonna like start from scratch, redo the whole thing, throw it all out the window. I'm working on it. Yeah, I have two sources and they have different audio levels. OB mess. Oh my god. Yes, Evan. Oh, OB mess for sure. Sounds like you need a whole new streaming PC. I'm working on that. I'm definitely working on that. What's up, Napalm? DRM, thanks for the 73 months. How you doing, DRM? Thank you so much for that resub. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Mr. Frosty. Thank you for the 16 months. How's it going, Mr. Frosty? Working and lurking, needing this tea. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It is some tea, alright. It is some tea. It's some serious tea. Oh my gosh, how many resubs are happening right now? Everyone's resubbing. Jesus! I am making some very good headway. I've definitely got... Why is that so loud? Speaking of volume issues, why was that so loud? Oh my gosh. I think I threw my neck out. Braided coming in with the 92 months and the tier 3 sub. Thank you, Braided, so much. What's up, Yelp Neb? Or Bentley backwards? I don't know why I even have Twitch alerts on. I have too many alerts. It literally says that it's off. Stop it! Stop! Stop that! Why? How? Why? How? Why? No. Why? Why is that doing that? Those
Jeff
aren't even my alert sounds.
Bits, loud noises.
Those aren't... I've never even had those alert sounds ever in my life. Is that loud for you guys? Do you even hear that? I'm being trolled. I'm being trolled right now. Yes, I am working on getting a new PC. It's not loud? Okay. I don't have 100-bit sounds. Like, I don't use 100-bit sounds. Like, I don't. Because then it just gets too spammy. My minimum is 300, so I don't know why I'm getting 100-bit sounds. Does this sound like the Twitch default alerts? It shows that it's off on this scene. Unless there's another scene somewhere in here. But I literally see that it's off. Where's my Twitch alert settings? Loco needs to go to Streamer Square. I hate that. I hate that. I always have that used against me, man. Ugh. The trolls. Okay. Loco's alerts. I'm just turning off those alerts. I don't even know why they're on, okay? I think it's because I was demoing the power-up update. And there's alerts for some of the power-ups, and so that's why I guess I turned them on or something. Hammer Time, thank you for the 22 months. Thank you all so much for the hype train. I super, super, super appreciate it. Thank you so much. Avoid Tangia at all costs? What is that? What is Tangia? I'd set up stream stickers on my other Twitch account, and it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, that's it's too much chaos right now. I really do. I literally have 10 years of just OBS scenes and sources and like stuff in my OBS. Like I need a clean slate, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Yes, I am. I got a lot of upgrades coming. Okay, a lot of stuff is in the works. I've adjusted my camera setup again. I actually lowered my monitor. Revolutionary concept, so that I'm not like looking up at the camera. So that's pretty cool. I got some things. I got some things in the works. Clean slate and OBS feels good. I do it annually. Really? That's bold. I don't think I have the boldness to do that. Clean scenes and sources, breaks OBS and stream. I haven't cleaned it yet. I'm gonna get there though. That's so much better for your neck. Yeah. Well, like I moved my monitor up because I thought it was better for my neck, but I think I was like too like you're supposed to like look at the top of your monitor. Like your like eye level is supposed to be like the top, and mine was like really kind of more towards the middle. So, but like when I'm looking at chat, I'm looking at the bottom of chat, so I'm kind of looking like down, but it's apparently better to look down than to look up. So I've heard. So, good updates all around. Lots of things are happening. I mean, look, 10 years of streaming, it is just due time for some refresher on a lot of different things. So I'm working on... You're just gonna see. You're gonna see something new this week that will be in view of you and your eyeballs. So that's gonna be happening. I'm gonna tweet it out soon. I am working on new PC and some fun stuff, so not to tease, but you know. Jabber, thank you for the 120 months. What? 120? I'm sorry, but any number over 100, I will never get over. 120? That is an insane number. Jabber, thank you so much, and the tier 3 support. Thank you very, very, very much. We also had, let's see, we had Hammer Time coming in for the 22 months, Mr. Frosty with the 100 bits, Yeltneb, Bentley with the 200 bits. Do you prefer going by Bentley? Six Classer with the Prime sub in the 17 months. Thank you, Six Classer, for the primers. Chef with the 1,000 biddies. You are the bit lord, Chef. Enjoy being the lord of the chat. And Stowing Fire, thank you for the 100 biddies as well. Wildebeest with the 24 months. Thank you, Wildebeest, for the 2 years. Mr. Frosty, another 100 biddies. Bantle with the 66 months. Thank you all so much for the support today. Will we break 1,000 months? I don't know. 1,000 months. I don't think so. I don't think I'll be alive for 1,000 months. How many years is that? 1,083 more years from now? Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I got text that my internet is down at home. Hope it's back on by the end of the workday. Yeah, at least you're at work now. You don't have to deal with that. Thank y'all for the level 5 hype train. We still haven't gotten a golden kappa hype train, but there are some new emotes that I don't have from this hype train. So I'm excited to unlock some new emotes. I want the duck. I want the gritty goose emotes. No, I don't have the goose. Cyborg Loco will be streaming 1,000 months from now. Maybe. Maybe. It would be my AI. AI Loco will be taking over. What did I get? I didn't get the duck. You guys all got the duck? I got this behold this thing. I don't know what creature that is. But I like it. I can't tell what that is. But I like it. I want the goose. I want that little dancing little goose. The cute little goose. We are multi-streaming today, so shout out to if you're watching on Twitter/X, if you're watching on YouTube, we are on your local streaming platform, wherever that may be. So thank you for tuning in. Feel free to say hi. I try to watch all the chats. I don't
Rosa
like
cheered
what?
1001 bits.
Rosa! Wow, taking over Chef's first place. Wow. All right, Broza, you are now the Bit Lord. Enjoy your stay. I'm sorry, Chef. That was short-lived for you. I do. Oh no, never mind. That was short-lived for Broza.
Cheered 300 bits. Tisk tisk. You think it was that easy?
Chef's like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Wowzer yowzers. Thank you, Chef. You have the bad habit of tweeting a statement on X without context. Half the time I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I know that.
Rosa
I know I've been vague.
Bits.
This situation is challenging because they are allegations. And so there needs to be a lot of care taken into what is said. And you'll notice that today I'm going to do my best to be careful about how I say things, and I'll probably use a lot of disclaimers. You know, this stuff can be really tricky, especially with a very sensitive, serious allegation. But I will catch you all up. So there's no reading in between the lines. I will show you, I will tell you everything that's been said publicly, things that have been said, and I'll recap you on the history of this situation, because this is a 4-year-old situation. So that is why I've been pretty vague on Twitter. For that reason. So who's resubbing? A-Greens coming in with the 76 months. That's why it bothers me that sources basically trust me, bro. I can see if you don't know Cody, or you don't know all of the different layers that actually got unveiled when that statement was released. I can understand if you're just looking at one person and what they said, and you're like, that's hard to trust. And I definitely understand that. But I'm going to present to you the full picture. And I think if you get the full picture, not to say that there's something out there that 100% seals the deal. Obviously, like, if there was something there, then we would be having a different, very different conversation. But I followed this story, from the get-go. People were coming in my chat and being like, oh, you're the DrDisrespect chick. And I'm like, no, not like that. I'm just someone covering the situation. And I remember that situation very, very clearly. I remember the reactions. I remember what was said, but not said. And how those people reacted then to how they reacted when this came out. That's when it starts to seem like, okay, well, this could be credible. So yeah, we're gonna talk about everything. Disclaimer, I don't like DrDisrespect. That being said, I wouldn't just jump at accusing him of being a pedophile. I'm going to give you my opinion on things and the things that he has done to warrant that opinion. But yeah, in terms of just being eager to agree with this, I definitely would not say I feel that way. Because accusing someone of such a thing is extremely serious, right? So, we will get to everything. Yeah, Chris. Yes. That is what the thing that this is about. Yes. Stock is definitely effed up in the past, but this is a whole different level. Yes. And I think part of that is why, you know, when again, we're going to talk about like everything A to Z, but like why this hasn't been talked about until now. Because who wants to be the one to make this accusation? It's not a popular thing. Like, people are like, oh, he's doing this for clout. It's like, he's very likely getting death threats in his DMs. Like, people are digging up every single tweet that he's ever made. What kind of clout do you think that someone's gonna earn by accusing someone of being a pedophile? You know, that's not something usually people do for clout. So that's kind of like a weird response to think that he's doing this for personal gain. Especially considering by making a claim like that, you open yourself up to getting sued out your butthole. It's very dangerous to come out and say something like that. Doing this for clout, he's really putting himself in the line of fire for the tweets he put out, so it's not even really to his benefit. I don't think this is benefiting him at all. I mean, I'm not seeing the benefit. And, you know, I think when it comes to, like, journalists and stuff too, right? There's just, like, a standard of, you just can't say stuff like this. You really can't. Especially against someone who's very high profile, who has a history of using legal action against people, who has money and resources. Like, it's not in his favor to do this. And also, he's not even a content creator. So, like, the only angle you could try to spin is, like, if you're trying to get more viewers, right? But, like, he doesn't even create content. Like, I mean, to me, it seems like he's like, not interested in the industry anymore. So he's kind of just going out with nothing to lose. But anyways, we'll talk about everything from A to Z. Let me close some stuff out. I have a lot of tabs open. That's why I'm late today. I actually did prepare some things. I prepared some screenshots, articles, threads, history, tweets, even statements. So we will have some commentary from Noah Downs, who is also known as my lawyer friend on social media. I spoke to him over the weekend, and I have a couple of statements that and quotes that he made about the situation. So we will have like a legal perspective on the matter. Again, just being very cautious about how we do these things. Slideshow. They're little videos, okay? They're little videos I made, and it took me a long time to make them because I'm a noob. Okay. What's up, MF Jones? How's it going? I could see some person seeing it as this will make me look like a hero that finally exposed this monster. I mean, yeah, but I don't see that as I guess I don't see that as like a bad thing if you're exposing someone who actually did something bad. Calm down, Evan. Yes, Nate, we will talk about that. Yes, we will talk about that. And again, I'll give you some perspective on that, because like I'm like, if you're like on the defense DrDisrespect mode, then I like seeing something like that, you're obviously gonna interpret that as like, oh man, yeah, he was just trying to like promote his show. But if you look at it from like just like a center point of view of like, that's not a real way to promote this. Like, do you think that actually did anything? Like, I think it seems like kind of like a joking kind of thing. And obviously, like, given the seriousness of the situation, not something to joke about. But he also did explain his thought process in making those comments, and we will get into that, okay? Safe to say, we will talk about all of the angles today. Okay, so that being said, we are going to start in a minute. Why do I have two of these open? Okay, close this out, Put this over here. This over here, minimize this. No music, just close that out, close that out, close that out. Too many windows. I need 70 monitors. Don't need that open. Okay. I need Twitter. All right, let's start by going to the most relevant and why we are talking about Dr. Disrespect today. So, a few days ago, there was a tweet made out of the blue by Cody Connors, also known as Evoli on Twitter, or Evoli, Evoli. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Anyways, he made this statement saying he got banned because got caught sexing a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. Case closed, gang. Follow up and said, no one made the wrong decision. F him and his boys. Okay, so now the interesting thing is no one is named here. No one is named. This is a very clever call out here because this really minimizes his liability because he doesn't actually name anyone. And honestly, this could describe a lot of the top streamers who have been banned. And some of those streamers ended up moving to other platforms and have done things over there on those platforms that would line up with this. This was not a reply to anyone. This was not even a dialogue that was ongoing. Unless someone can find why this came up. This was out of the blue. But not completely out of the blue. There are some things that can explain why this is happening now. And it really has to do with what happened 4 years ago when he did get banned. So obviously, a lot of people said, well, this is talking about Dr. Disrespect. And I don't know, like, why would people think that? Like, why would everyone come to the same conclusion? I haven't even seen another name thrown out. Even Dr. Disrespect himself has gone to defend himself after this tweet came out, and he is not named. I think that is a little telling. I think that's a little bit of a tell there. But anyways, we'll get to all this. So this came out, obviously 43,000 likes. A ton of people reported on this tweet, including Jake Lucky, who ended up having a response by Dr. Disrespect. So Dr. Disrespect has said two things since this came out. Apparently is going live streaming, acting like nothing happened. We'll see how that works out for him. So Jake Lucky quote tweeted this, and Dr. Disrespect responded saying, Jake, seriously, ... Which is weird because he didn't respond to the original tweet that has 43,000 likes and like was the original thing. But anyways, Dr. Disrespect responds, says, I get it, it's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. Now, I feel like, especially, you know, in this community, we have a little nose for some PR language and some legal language being said here. And we're going to talk in depth about these words that are being said and what they could mean. No, he didn't say, what the F? This isn't about me, you crazy psychos. I didn't do this at all. What the F is your problem, people? Like, none of that, y'all. I'm sorry, but if I got accused of being a pedophile and I did not do that, I would be like, you're so off base. This is disgusting. You have no evidence. Like, that was not the reason why that happened. that would be kind of my response. I'd be pretty upset, and I would definitely seriously directly deny that situation. I'd be like, that never happened. That's not why the ban occurred. None of this is being said. He says that it has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged. And they paid out the whole contract. Which is a little weird when you're being accused of again, sexing a minor, and you're like, look, I got paid. I got paid, baby. Like, okay. I don't know. But we do have another tweet by him, so he did end up tweeting on his own. Says, listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can since this is the effing internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found. And I was paid. So again, this would seem like, okay, this is several denials. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found. And I was paid. Wow, case closed, right? So, but we have to put on the legal speak here, right? Because even he says that I'm tied to legal obligations from the settlement. So we have to get down into what is actually being said about I didn't do anything wrong. Now, again, disclaimer, I'm going to disclaimer like every 10 minutes. This is all conjecture. This is all speculation. These are allegations being made. I'm not saying that he did anything or didn't do anything. I'm just looking at what is out there and making some opinions and interpretations. That's all I'm doing here. So when you say something that like this, I didn't do anything wrong, all of this has been probed and settled. So we have to talk about what it means to have a settlement agreement, what that actually entails. So let's listen in to Noah Downs, my lawyer friend, on on what this tweet could entail.
This has been legaled to the max. A team wrote this for the doc. Either that or Doc was very well trained on what to say in response to this thing. But when I first read that, I said out loud, this has been settled by a settlement agreement. No wrongdoing was acknowledged. Typically in a settlement agreement, you have recitals, which are the facts that underlie the circumstances of the settlement agreement. It's the facts that everybody agrees was the case. So effectively it says, Party A did this, Party B did this. There's a dispute because Party B or Party A did this. Nobody's acknowledging wrongdoing. However, this does settle the dispute between the parties. So of course no wrongdoing was acknowledged. It's literally from the settlement agreement.
Right. So this is that was Noah Downs, lawyer, legal disclaimer, all general information purposes only. So when you talk about things like no wrongdoing was found, in a case like this, where you have a settlement, both parties make an agreement not to talk about the thing. And this is to the benefit of both Twitch and the doc, right? The fact that things were probed and settled. Here's what actually happened, right? So Twitch banned DrDisrespect on June 26th, 2020. So almost 4 years to the day, DrDisrespect was banned permanently from Twitch. And he said, I don't know why, I'm going to sue Twitch. So this article from this is over a year later, right? DrDisrespect is suing the F out of Twitch. Blah, 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 blah. The reason or reasons for the streamer's ban remains opaque. At the time, there was speculation related to his final stream referencing conspiracy theorist David Icke, but there was much more scandalous speculation too, which is probably why the ban's fall has done so much commercial damage. A lot of people ask, do you know the reason? I do know the reason why now. I've known for months now the reason why. I'll just say this right now, champs. There's a reason why we're suing the F out of them. I don't know how else to put it. The amount of damages, and you just don't know. Well, what was the reason then? If he knows the reason, then he should just say it, right? I mean, it's better than being, you know, assumed to be banned for pedophilia, right? Whatever you may or Twitch thinks that you had done, it must be not as bad, right? So anyways, he went on and sued Twitch for being banned. And then we end up getting a follow-up in March. So like almost a year later. March 10th, 2022. A year later from when he said he was going to sue. He tweeted this. I have resolved my legal dispute with Twitch. No party admits to any wrongdoing. Sound familiar? So Twitch did not sue DrDisrespect. DrDisrespect sued Twitch, which means the wrongdoing isn't necessarily on DrDisrespect's side. Actually, it's the doc saying that Twitch did wrong by banning him without some cause or some contract breach. Now, just 3 months before DrDisrespect got banned, he signed a contract with Twitch, a like an actual paid deal, a huge contract with Twitch. And that was at the time where Twitch was making all these deals and signing all these streamers. And there could have been reasons why Twitch had to pay out. Maybe it was easier. Now there could be some, now, you know, I don't want to get into much on the criminal side on what this could look like, because that just gets really dangerous to talk about. But in this case, Twitch is not conducting a criminal investigation. They don't need to prove what they're saying happened in the way that you would in like a legal situation, where you have to have like the court and you have to find the person, you have to talk to the person and have them testify, right? Like, so none of that occurred. And that could be to the benefit of both parties, definitely to the benefit of you know, Doc's side, to not go to criminal court for something like that. So when we say like no wrongdoing was found, it's because they weren't really looking for the full throw the book at them, pursuing the criminal side. It doesn't mean that he didn't do anything wrong in his life. It doesn't mean that he didn't do something wrong morally. It could mean that whatever Twitch found that resulted in them banning someone they just paid millions of dollars to, or just agreed to pay millions of dollars to, as like a poster boy out of nowhere, for them to actually do something like that and breach the contract and just pay it off and just keep both sides quiet. What is the reason then? And why did he get banned? Like, I think people are like so caught up in the well, where's the proof, but like, and I get that you want like a lot of proof, but also you just have to look at the circumstances. Like, why did he get banned in the middle of the Me Too movement? Why did Twitch breach the contract, which again is what DrDisrespect sued for, which was willing to breach their contract with him in order to permanently ban someone who was making the platform money? So today is a very interesting day, and why the why now, right? Like, why is this coming out now? 4 years later? Twitch loves one thing, it's money. Right. The more serious the crime, the evidence becomes greater. Yes, but Twitch is not of the position. Again, I'm not speaking for Twitch. I'm only providing my opinion, my speculation. But Twitch is not of they're not like a criminal like team. Like, they're not like trying to like put him in jail, and like they're not like, they're just like, you need to get off our platform. We found something happened that we know. We just signed this deal with you. We've agreed to pay you millions of dollars to exist on this platform, and we're gonna just, you know what, ban you like that. And we'll talk about at the time, like, when that happened and what was going on at that time, because I do think that's really important. And again, how people reacted who may or may not have heard some things that are really people that are really well connected to Twitch, and how they reacted again when this came out. Let me pull up this post here. So 4 years ago today, Twitch posted this blog post. I don't know if you guys remember what was happening in June of 2020. I definitely remember, because it was very traumatic. June 2020 was the Twitch Me Too movement. It was a time when a lot of people, you know, mostly women, were coming out with their stories about sexual harassment by other creators or people on the Twitch platform. It was a really eye-opening moment, I think, for a lot of people, and definitely was. It was a tough month. It was a very difficult month. So they posted this letter and said, "We want to provide an update on our investigations into the recent allegations of sexual abuse and harassment involving Twitch streamers and actions we're taking. We're reviewing each case that has come to light as quickly as possible, while ensuring appropriate due diligence as we assess these serious allegations. We've prioritized the most severe cases and will begin issuing permanent suspensions in line with our findings immediately. In many of the cases, the alleged incident took place off Twitch, and we need more information to make a determination." So something that happened off Twitch probably would take more time, right? "In some cases, we'll need to report the case to the proper authorities, who are better placed to conduct a more thorough investigation. For those who've come forward and would like to share additional information, and to anyone who hasn't shared their experience and wants to do so, you can report confidentially through the reporting tools on each streamer's channel page." So this was on June 24th. 4 years ago to the day, this dropped in the middle of the Twitch Me Too movement. 2 days later, DrDisrespect was permanently banned from Twitch. So there's that. So why now? Why is this coming out so long after the fact? Well, here I got another quote from Noah Downs, a lawyer in the industry.
One is, we're approximately 4 years past when this incident was alleged to have occurred based on circumstantial speculation. It could be that a non-disclosure agreement expired, meaning that people who are able to talk are finally able to talk and to comment on things. It could be also in part because of the threats of litigation from the affected parties. So it could be that people weren't able to talk because they had agreed to settlement discussions, which include confidentiality, or they've been threatened with litigation, which is, a threat of a lawsuit. And all of those tend to together, between the non-disclosure agreements and threats of litigation, have a chilling effect on people's ability to talk about stuff.
Okay, so NDAs exist, especially when you leave a company, right? So if we go back to the original accusation by Cody Connors saying, and this was, a couple days ago, bringing this up here, I believe that he has been away from the company for over a year now, I believe. Might need to double check that, but time has passed since he's been a part of Twitch. He's not actively part of Twitch. And 1 to 2 year NDAs, or maybe something longer, depending on if he had to sign something when this happened. And a little bit about Cody Connors, for those who don't know who he is. He worked at Twitch for 8 years. According to his LinkedIn, I'll pull it up here. He started in April 2015 as a partnerships manager in esports development, and then spent 5 years as an account director for strategic partnerships. At Twitch, I lead a team that focuses on account management on top of our UGC esports and media partners. We have the pleasure of working with the most renowned and impactful creators and businesses in the industry. My team does everything in its power to make sure that Twitch is a critical and valuable part of their content strategies. Okay, so someone that works with strategic partnerships. These are the folks who are strategically partnering, and also in the esports space, right? So this is not just someone that is, like a moderator or like, an engineer at Twitch, right? Like, this is someone who could have very well been on these deals. He could have been a part of these conversations, would have been really close to these types of conversations, especially again during this time where DrDisrespect got signed a deal. All these other big creators were signing these big deals and doing these big announcements, where Twitch and YouTube were kind of competing for contracts. So to say that, to like dismiss this allegation because this person just wanted some clout, just is whatever, has no validation. Like, I would say that there's some credibility here because of just his positioning in the company, how much time he spent on the platform. Like, he's not just like smearing, he wouldn't just like smear a rumor years later, and he's not like a creator either. Like, he's not like creating content or anything really. So I'm not seeing the clout chasing angle. Personally, I just don't see anything that would really contribute to that. That being said, we will talk about the tweets that were dug up. Let me go find it real quick. Twitch, just because Twitch didn't say anything, Twitch is people. When people leave the company, they talk. Right. I mean, Twitch wouldn't say anything because of the settlement agreement. They settled to not say anything. And also, Twitch is just not, as a company, doesn't like speak on why people get banned. The other part is that if he is still trying to work in that same career, then releasing a tweet like he did could actively hinder his career. Saying something like this, absolutely. Absolutely. Like if he still wants to exist in the space, even if this is true, if these allegations are true, it is really damaging to come out and do something like this. This does not do him any favors. This isn't landing him a job. This isn't him like winning any favors with people. Again, this is not a very helpful thing for himself to do. If people can't understand why Twitch wouldn't really talk about this alleged reason a former top face of the company was banned, that's on them. Yeah, but unfortunately, like, there's a lot of people that are like spewing stuff like that, right? Lawsuits, litigation, especially long ongoing ones, are extremely expensive. The PR is extremely expensive. I mean, it is definitely disturbing that, like, you know, that if this is true, if these allegations are true, that, you know, Twitch kind of let this person continue to have a career. I mean, not that they're in control of that, right? But I don't know, it's kind of tough, right? It's what could they do? What are they gonna be like? You know, because of this. I mean, that just opens them up to more liability. So I understand it, but it definitely feels bad. But look, DrDisrespect does not have a deal with YouTube. People are like, oh well, he's on YouTube, he must be fine. YouTube wouldn't sign him. Kick wouldn't sign him. He's over there because, you know, in technicality, he hasn't done anything on that platform to warrant getting banned, but he doesn't have a deal with them. Another thing that I want to point out here is Discord, who strive, who have challenges, but do take child predation accusations very seriously. Discord also took action on Doc during this time. Discord, a video game focused chat platform, said they also removed Beam from their partner program on June 26th, shortly after the Twitch news broke. That's really fast to act on that, by the way. Discord's program did not require, I don't know, Beam, whatever, active participation. It simply verified his presence on the platform and bestowed certain otherwise paid features to his account. Through a spokesperson, Discord told the Post that partners are held to a higher standard than typical users and issued a statement similar to that of Twitch. Discord partners must abide by our code of conduct, and when violations occur, we take the appropriate action. So this may not just be a just on Twitch incident. There could be multiple incidents, right? Like, I mean, someone speaking from Twitch can only speak for what happened on Twitch. But for Discord to act out immediately to revoke a partnership with someone who probably has a very big server, this is the feeling that we had when we discussed this in depth 4 years ago. This is the same feeling where, I mean, I didn't obviously say it out loud, but it was a feeling of something very nefarious occurred to have had this type of reaction. For Twitch to ban someone that they just signed a big contract with and just permanently ban. For Discord to act out immediately at the same time. For people to react about the news, people that, again, have a lot of ties in the industry, have a lot of insight into the industry, like Slasher saying, look, for several hours now, I've been told from credible sources the reason DrDisrespect has been banned. I'm like smiling because like this has been memed so much, but however, due to the importance and sensitivity around the subject, I've refrained from going on it. I don't feel comfortable with it currently. This was 4 years ago. when this news broke, he tweeted, "I didn't lie." I didn't lie. We also had Shannon Z Killer, who also she worked for Twitch, not at this time, but she had worked for Twitch. Ended up deleting this tweet saying, "From my own sources, Doc is indeed done, and not just on Twitch. I know why and cannot say, but this is serious." So when that happened, why is my Twitter not working? There we go. So again, when this news broke out, she tweeted, "Not like us, the banger of the year." Again, people who are very close to people on Twitch, very, very well connected, who hinted or even said that they knew what happened, and then reacting in this way when the news broke. Not like us, for context, is the Kendrick Lamar song that was written in reference to Drake being a pedophile. Again, the circumstantial evidence is mounting. Allegedly. I mean, the song is about that. I'm not saying that. The circumstantial evidence is mounting. So I think it's really important to understand that, like, when when something like this happens and you so and this is really the context that you need to understand the next thing I'm going to bring up, which is the jokes about revealing why DrDisrespect got banned. Why be so secretive about the reason? So do you remember, like, Harvey Weinstein? And how that happened? Do y'all remember that? Like, these things are always secretive. When people have power, secrets are kept because it's really hard to disrupt the power structure that exists. It is very difficult. It's very risky. Harvey Weinstein was a huge predator in Hollywood, even against people who are very well known and have power themselves, and still got away for years and years and years of being a disgusting pervert. And no one said anything until someone said something. It's not easy to do. Look at Bill Cosby. I mean, why doesn't anyone say anything sooner? Because it is not easy to do. So this is not like a new concept that exists in the creator space. There are probably more creators, popular creators that you know and love, who have some dark skeletons in their closet. Not everyone is like a great person. And the bigger you are, the tighter that secret gets. So I don't, it's not like a new thing when it's like, well, why is this coming out now? Why didn't anyone say anything? I mean, it just happens. Like it happens. Like again, it's not it's not in the victim's favor. It's not in the accuser's favor to accuse. The threat of legal action and having your own life destroyed tenfold by fans/supporters make it less likely you'll come forward. Yeah, I mean, just look at the responses. Like, especially when you have fans that are as toxic as, like, the army of 15-year-olds that he has. These allegations would mean that Twitch covered up a crime, which would be worse than Doctor going down and being the face of the platform. Vatic, this person, someone is being accused of sexting a minor, not just talking to a minor. So please don't, like, what you said is very yikes. Like, talking to a minor is not a crime. It's like, he's being accused of sexting a minor. You don't know what words are being said. Is that really an expiration date on this sort of thing? It's still serious if it happened 10 years ago? Yeah. And sometimes it takes that long for stuff to come out. But also, a company never wants to put it on blast until it's been confirmed. I mean, the company's never going to put it on blast, right? Like, ever. Because, yeah, it just opens them up to litigation and stuff. It's just not, again, not beneficial, even for a company who has a lot of power and resources. Yeah, Vatic, just be careful of like apples and oranges, right? Speaking to a minor, there could be people here that are under 18 that are talking, but that's not the same as having private sexual-based conversations with them, and like wanting to meet with them in person. That's, you know, it's very different. Just saying they're not working with that individual anymore, yeah. I mean, and Twitch did in a really big way by just permanently banning them. Okay, so understanding that these things where obviously people know why DrDisrespect got banned. There's no chance that no singular person knows why. These things, there's always going to be some people who know. And within that circle, and even from how I felt talking about this 4 years ago, where I felt like this could have been it. I did not know. Just showing you the tweets that I've showed you. The way that people that have insight, they have connections, and they have respect in this industry reacted to the news of DrDisrespect getting banned in 2020. Really, there was only a few things that could really be derived from that discussion. And I felt a little disturbed that that's the way that this went down could only mean that it was something of this nature. So, anyways, that group of people, like they had this kept for a long time, right? Okay, so Cody Connors over the course of, so this is in 2023, okay? So we got a couple tweets here joking about why, joking about telling people why he got banned. He got banned is what he says. If all 3 dates sell out, I'll tell you why he got banned. This is July 2023. If the show sells out, I'll 100% explain why we banned him during the set. Maybe I'll get so swept up in the spirit of the music that I'll blurt out why we banned him. People are taking this, I don't know, really seriously. Like that. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know Cody Connors, like, really that well, but, like, I'm not sure how people can legitimately think that he was very serious. That if people came to his show, that he was going to tell them why DrDisrespect got banned. Like, I don't think he was using that, like, as a serious lever that he was trying to pull. Like, man, I really need more people to show up tonight. Well, what if I tell people about DrDisrespect getting banned? What if I do that? You know, hopefully that works. This is my marketing tactic. It just sounds kind of silly. I think maybe if you were like, you know, going live and being like, here's why he got banned. You know, maybe that could be used as, that would be more believable than like, I'm playing at like a show in Brooklyn, New York, and like, I'm gonna say why, why he got banned. Okay, anyways. I don't know. It seems kind of funny to me. But people are really, like, they're like, see, he's going for clout. He's going for clout. These tweets were all in the last couple months. So this was all within the last year, right? 3 tweets within the last year. He should do another show right now, right? Like, if he was going for clout, wouldn't he be doing the thing to get the clout? Like, wouldn't he be streaming or playing a show or something, or promoting his show or promoting his album or something? He's going for clout, but then not promoting things. It's inverse clout. It's the long con. But anyways, okay, you want to interpret this as being a thing. So there was a response to this. Now, we're gonna have to do some detectiving on these tweets, because a lot of people got really confused about what was being said here. They're like, what? I don't know what's happening. And admittedly, it took me a couple times of like reading this to understand what was going on. Those 3 tweets warrant admonishment. So again, in reference to the tweets that Jake posted, and it's important to know who posted those tweets, because Jake is referenced by name here. Jake Lucky, Jake Sucky, whatever his name is. Maybe more than 3. The stands trying to dig stuff up have been so underwhelming that I presume they missed something. I apologize for it all because it's worth apologize for. The subtext of the bit, again shameworthy, is that you're the last person to not know. The information had been so normalized, declawed in the circles that I ran, and that could be reduced to illusion and entendre. Am I saying it right? Did I get it? Entendre. Entendre. There we go. For everyone who has since said that's effed, I agreed with you on Friday night before you wrote it. I should have agreed with you sooner. I cannot take it back, but I can stop it. I never said I'm a perfect person. I just hope this class grades on a curve. His writing is very cryptic, but he's not, like, people are like, see, he did it for clout. No, that's not what he's saying, guys. He's literally double downing and being like, I joked about this because it was so just normal in the circles that I ran that everyone knew why he got banned. And so it was just in his mind detached from reality, in that it's a very serious thing that happened. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, shoot, I need to do something about this. Like, I agreed with you on Friday night before you wrote it. I should have agreed with you sooner. Friday night, that's when he said the accusation. This is an insight into his thought process, into why now, why say it now, because he's been joking about it and just numb to it for so long that he's like, well, this is like, this needs to change. I cannot take it back, but I can stop it. I can stop joking about it and I can start taking it seriously. I never said I'm a perfect person. So yeah, he's not saying, oh, I was just saying that for clout. Like, I don't know why people came in here and were like, look, he did it for clout. What? He's literally saying that it's true. He's doubling down. He is doubling down on the allegations. The information had been so normalized. Not the joke, not the meme, not the lie, not the rumor. The information had been so normalized. Why hasn't anyone else in the circle come out then? I just showed you. I literally just showed you that. What do you mean? Not like us, the banger of the year. Slasher, I didn't lie. These are people coming out. They're not to the level of this because it's risky as hell. It's hard as hell. Yes, you're right, Mob Lord. Let me see if I have those in my bookmarks. Yes, you want more? Here's more. Sorry, I have a lot of like other tweets bookmarked. Okay. Nathan Grayson, who is a reporter who has been this is not the tweet. Who has been covering Twitch news and streaming news for quite some time. Without revealing anything else in order to protect sources, I can say that this is not the first time I have heard basically this explanation, nor is it the second or third, which means that Nathan has heard this exact thing from not Cody Connors, from other people as well. Don't forget that his bathroom filming incident that happened not long before his permanent ban also involved underage victims. Jacob Wolf, another reporter, says Cody coming out of journalism retirement with the biggest story in gaming of the past few years. I'm so glad we at ESPN never acquiesced to DrDisrespect's PR people's bullshit by giving him a softball interview where they requested we not ask about it in summer 2021. Zachary Diaz, who also used to work at Twitch, tweeted, so glad it's finally out there. These are people in the circle. This is the circle. Coming undone. I wouldn't treat this as a primary source since he wasn't part of the terms and trust and safety team at the time. I don't know why I say terms and service. Trust and safety. Former French Twitch admin / staff says, sounds similar to what I heard a few years ago. Yep, even made an emote out of it to serve as a hint for people. Is there a public source now? Interesting. Let's see. Was there anything else? Yeah. NDAs might have a time limit. Yep. My buddy said ages ago after the bathroom thing, bet. What? He's a X and Y? What does that mean? I mean, I'm not sure how many people have to say, yeah, that's what I heard before people are like, yeah, I guess that was it. Again, these aren't just like, this is not just like a random rumor mill. This is a very serious allegation that is being strongly hinted at by people who are very much in the know of all things Twitch. So, follow-up tweet here. That said, I'm the least sued I've ever been. Guys, lawyers work weekends. I don't think they had a few things they just needed to get before they circled back to this. Okay, so he was changing his bio here to being like, I'm being sued. It's happening. It's happening. And now he's like saying, no, I'm not being sued. I was joking. There's nothing more important for anyone to get to. Very cryptic. So this to me, saying that I'm the least sued I've ever been. Now, obviously, it's still, it's only been a few days, right? Like, you know, it's only been a few days. But I think, like, there's something to say of the confidence. Like, again, this is not just some random person who's, like, shouting out that, you know, this guy is a pedo and, like, not worried about the consequences. This is someone who worked at Twitch for 8 years, that was part of a lot of the, you know, strategy behind the company, lived in the corporate world for a long time, knows how delicate these things are. So to have so much confidence in saying things and not be worried about it, again, it just speaks volumes. I'm also a little irked at Jake, who is very clearly trying to split the difference with what he thinks is half of his potential audience, but also I deserve to feel bad about the things he's flagged. I just do. So again, he's referencing the 3 tweets about joking, about talking about the DrDisrespect ban. But I also know Jake is racing to verify that screenshot from the world's leader in multiplayer entertainment, which is probably sounding like a little bit like DrDisrespect, is legit. Enforcement ID 7278926. And things are dragging on. Knowing who I was racing, I'd probably put out some content too. Okay. So to me, not only does Cody Connors double down on the claim, not worried about getting sued, but then also hints to a screenshot, maybe some evidence regarding this claim, which is very interesting. My sister's husband is a lawyer and he definitely works weekends. So there's one lawyer for you. So there is an article from The Verge. Let me pull that up here. The Verge covered this story. Twitch banned DrDisrespect after viewing messages sent to a minor, says former employees. 4 years after DrDisrespect's permanent ban, 2 former Twitch employees have come forward to describe events they say contributed to his removal from the platform. One former Twitch employee who asked to remain anonymous, citing the potential risk to their career, told The Verge that DrDisrespect had used Whispers, Twitch's now defunct messaging system, to exchange messages with a minor and initiate a conversation. Initiate a conversation about meeting up at TwitchCon. The employee worked on Twitch's trust and safety team at the time of the ban in 2020. So Cody Connor's strategic partnerships, anonymous person, trust and safety team. Different teams saying the same thing. I don't know, guys. Like, I feel like there's a lot that's being said here. Like, I know that the DrDisrespect fans are like, we need literal screenshots of the sexting to trust it. Otherwise, we're gonna go and sub to him. But like, how many more tabs do I need to open here? Like, it's coming out. I mean, it's leaking out. Talk about clout chasing. Verge trying to get the scoop before anyone. What? This is not a Verge origin story. This is a tweet origin story. Anyone can cover this. They got another source. Like, they didn't invent this rumor. I mean, this may not be enough to put him in jail, but it's enough to get me to not want to watch him or support him. I'm going to take many steps to the side over there. To be fair, I've already done that because, you know, he streamed in the bathroom, he cheated on his wife, he spews a lot of conspiracy theories, he's toxic, he's a literal toxic man-child. Like, he sucks. He sucks. But okay, yeah, after all that, just keep dismissing things. I mean, like, how much more do you really need to be like, you know what? Maybe I should not watch or pay mind to such a person. He is literally called DrDisrespect and dresses like an actual man-child and cries like one too. It's just weird. The fence is weird. I will say, these are allegations. Nothing here is enough evidence in a criminal court. I'm not a lawyer. But I don't know how many more lines you need to read between to think that, this is concerning. This is concerning. I have concerns. There was another article posted here about, now they tell us, why hasn't the press broken the DrDisrespect Twitch ban story? Enhance. Okay, so March 2020 feature in The Verge. Again, The Verge, who is trying to get to the scoop to, you know, to get after DrDisrespect for no good reason, literally featured him about his signing an 8-figure exclusivity deal with Twitch. Opened with the sentence, "Violence becomes him." Just 3 months later, he was permanently banned from Twitch, a precipitous fall in what looked like a breakout year for the streaming star. At the time, I was an editor at Launcher, the world's post-video game and esports vertical. Of course, we were chasing the story. Beam had been poised to be the face of Twitch just as the platform was approaching its all-time high in terms of viewership hours. But Twitch declined to respond to our questions and requests for comments, saying only that the platform does reserve the right to take action if a streamer acted in violation of our community guidelines or terms of service. I helped broker an interview between Beam and one of Launcher's writers, but that too yielded little insight. Imagine showing up to work and the doors are closed and you can't get inside, being told to post. You're going, what's going on? And you've been told you've been fired, but you haven't been told the reason why. Also, there was this clip. Y'all remember this clip? Why is it not showing me the whole thing? I'm looking back at Dr. Disrespect's final moments on Twitch, and he was so out of it the entire time. This is the last time he streamed on Twitch.
I actually bought the, Mrs. Assassin bought the book, actually, not me. I shouldn't take the credit. Because she's staring at me right now with a blade saying, I did. Bought his book, too.
This is clipped after he checks his phone.
Things like this thick. I'm going to read it, though. Tomorrow.
Is it 158 of this video? You gotta see him actually check his phone. Is it before or after this clip? This is a different one? Someone find me that clip. Is before Roblox? Okay, I'll let you guys find it. Also, I did want to, I did have another clip from Noah talking about, like, with the contract issue and the theory of, like, no wrongdoing was found, and, like, then Dr. Disrespect suing Twitch. Here's what Noah Downs, who is a lawyer, who does work on weekends, has to say about that.
Contracts, in order to be valid, have to have offer, acceptance, and consideration to both sides, or some sort of value. So the doc keeping quiet about this, Twitch agreeing not to assist in any litigation, Twitch paying out so the doc didn't have a right to sue them for breach of contract. This would both solve the, hey, Twitch is banning you, Twitch doesn't have the ability to do that even if I did this. Well, they want to settle that by paying you out the full value of the contract, and then in return, we'll also agree nobody will make public statements. That's probably, if this is true, what happened.
Like, why that happened, why that went down the way it did. What's up, Johnny? How you doing? This one has a timestamp on it? Okay, let me grab this. Oh yeah, this is like the OG time. Dr. Disrespect's last stream, 158, he pulls out his phone and sees whatever he sees, and then his mood completely changes. Ending, he seems to know it's over. Alright, let's pull it from... I don't want to watch 8 minutes of Dr. Disrespect. It's pretty painful. Watch a little bit before so you can get an idea of his vibe. You can get a before and after. What is happening? Why is Twitter/X so jank? All right, we'll do it. We'll do it here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it even gonna load? Oh my god. Oh my god. Twitter sucks. Is this meta? Like meta PCs? That would be hilarious. You see the meta in the background? Is he sponsored by them? That'd be so ironic. Okay, I'll just refresh. It's probably loading.
Data miners found a giant rocket under the map. Last donation. Okay. I'm just not going to go, oh, yeah, come right on in. Sure, I'll hand you millions and hundreds of millions of dollars as we take a journey into Hollywood. It's not that simple, okay? With that said, I have yet to see someone that's on my fucking level, baby. Whew. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything. Like, I can't wait till I see. I can't wait till I see that next level. I can't wait. It'll happen. It has to happen. Watch me take over. I love it, man. See the self-confidence in the chat? That's what I'm talking about. The self-confidence of the Champions Club, it's at an all-time high, and don't ever stop. Please, don't ever stop. You got to be strong in this world, man. I was watching, I should just put it on just chatting. I mean, like, I kind of wanted to get off, but now I don't want to get off.
Because he's about to get banned.
I was watching that documentary on, what's this guy? Ike, I-C-K-E. Older gentleman. Anybody know who I'm talking about? I forgot his first name.
You can hear the quivering in his
David
voice.
Icke. Yes, Alex. Yes. I like him. Even if, like, it's like, it just kind of, you know, rather than this, it's on Netflix. I believe it's on Netflix. Or is it Amazon? It's one of the two. It's either Amazon or Netflix. Little documentary on him. It's pretty enlightening. All it allows you to do is just sort of like, you know, allows you to step outside of the box just a little bit. Whether some of the stuff is not true or not, whatever. I think the whole goal, though, is to wake up! I actually bought Mrs. Assassin bought the book, actually, not me. I shouldn't take the credit. She's staring at me right now with a blade saying, I did. Bought his book, too. Things like this thick. I'm going to read it, though. Tomorrow, will you be playing Roblox Hide and Seek Extreme on stream? Hold on, what's that?
Oh, God.
Roblox.
Oh, no.
Roblox. Hide and Seek Extreme.
Don't look at Roblox. In your final moments, bro.
No cartoons, no bubbles.
Then he puts on a Roblox video and just sits there.
Ash, and I'm here with Chris.
Hello.
And today we're playing hide and seek. Yeah, let's throw him a taunt. He has the camera guy, so he's good.
Okay.
He's good.
Oh, this is the ladder stage.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
he's
the
probably not
bedroom,
even
the
watching the
bedroom.
video.
Let's go. I bet you this guy knows this teleport, though.
Yeah, let's go to our... You want to do the... Maybe?
Like, he's probably not
Yeah, it's
even...
still- Okay, it's bedroom again. It's bedroom. We can try it again.
Okay.
Who is the seeker this time? Unless, of course, you are the seeker.
Oh,
Can be. Oh, I thought here. Oh no.
Taunt.
I can't.
Okay.
Pick
Don't
me.
ever make me
Pick
it. I
me.
never want to be it. No.
Like, he's not even there. He's not... He's
David
so...
I'll be it.
No bad.
He's so disassociated.
I ordered his book, too.
Bad.
Yeah, I want to be it.
No bad.
Oh, the
Wow.
backyard. The backyard.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who's it?
I appreciate everyone watching
Who's
today.
it in the backyard? Who is going to be
The
looking?
backyard's tough.
we'll
We
get
don't really, like you said, we don't really know some of the.
Yeah,
we'll
we
get
don't
through
know
this
the
Champions
map
Clip.
very well.
I know it's a tough. That's
because I don't know this one well.
life's weird
Maybe,
right now.
maybe, yeah, look.
Oh
We'll
it did.
we'll get through this, okay? And
Hey, Christopher.
Dun dun dun! You better not taunt me. How dare you?
You telling me he didn't know why he was banned, guys?
Join the Champions Club right now.
You're telling me he has no idea? You're telling me he did nothing wrong, chat? You're telling me he's innocent? Like, how gullible are you guys? I mean, gosh, you guys just eat it up, don't you? Like, oh my gosh. Like, yeah, no, that's just him totally normally signing off. Why'd they ban me? No idea. Where are they? Huh? Where's the defense now? Where are they? It's so weird. Where are all the DrDisrespect stands that were like, we need evidence? He didn't know. It wasn't the reason. He said so himself. Yo, he knew. He knew before he even signed off his very last stream. He knew. And I'm sure y'all believed him when he, you know, acted like he didn't cheat on his wife. He's not a good person. I'm just saying. Again, I'm not saying that just because you're a shitty person that you're gonna do all of the shitty things that could possibly be done as a shitty person. But I'm just saying, when you have a history of being shitty, it's easier to believe that you did something shitty. DrDisrespect didn't cheat on his wife, though. Guy Beam did. Oh, God. Yeah. So I thought for sure, I was like, after the first Cody Connors comment, I was like, oh, well, that's that then. And then we got the double down. We got the double down. And we got a hint that there may be a document floating around. Something might be floating around. I'm here now. Can we restart the show? No, we cannot restart the show because I don't like talking about these things and I don't want to talk about it even more. I had so much anxiety leading up to today. I hate talking about this stuff. Sounds like clickbait. What is he getting you to click on? What? Like, the clout angle is just doesn't make sense, guys. Where was the hint of the document? There's a hint of a screenshot. There might be more. There might be more hints, because it seems like a lot of people are like asking about it. Did you see the document? Even if this is perfect proof, people would discredit it and claim forgery or personal motive so they can keep being fanboys. Yep. I mean, and that's why it doesn't faze me when people are like, we need proof, because these are the same people that literally will read, like, from an abuser's perspective, their testimony about what happened in an abusive or harassing situation. They'll be like, well, we got to get the other side. But what about the other side? You know, we got to hear the other side. I mean, like, can we see the bruises? Like, can you post screenshots? Can you post some photos of the bruises? Like, we're not sure. But in the meantime, we're gonna go and hang out with our bro who would never lie to us because we're buddies, because, you know, we watch his stream and, like, clearly we have, like, this parasocial dynamic that I just love and, like, want to be a part of, and, like, want to keck and chat lol xd. I mean, after everything that has been said, everything that has been shown to you, at the very least, does it make him guilty? No. Does it make it kind of seem that there could be something that would be worth staying away from? I think that's a pretty solid case. And so for people who just continue to go and watch and pat his ego, oh yeah, you're still the best, man, you're such a good guy. Like, people literally, I read comments from people saying, oh man, you're such a good guy. What? You don't even know him. And he is more obviously a character than most creators because he dresses up as a character, and you're literally gonna act like you know him. He's a good guy, man. What has he done that makes him a good guy? Because I have not seen anything. Innocent until proven guilty is the court of law, not for a wider society. Yeah, I mean, look, everyone's allowed to make their own verdicts. I'm just showing you all the evidence. Just silence so far is telling to me. Wouldn't both parties want to put out a statement saying can't say that what it was, but can say it wasn't this? No, and not even DrDisrespect is saying that it wasn't this. Just saying no wrongdoing was found. That doesn't mean that you didn't do it. Just no wrongdoing was found. Because you settled on a case. You settled. That's what happens in a settlement. That's what settlement means. You both settled and agreed that neither party did anything wrong. He got to keep his money. Twitch got to keep him off the platform. No value in saying it is or isn't anything. I mean, I would say it is. There's high value in saying I didn't do that. And again, he wasn't even named. He wasn't even named in the tweets, and felt the need to make a couple statements saying it was settled. No wrongdoing was found. Jake did name him, yes. As a rumor, yes. As the person that we all think that is being talked about, yes. But you know, again, if someone's passing a rumor and being like, look, this person got banned because they were doing some pedophile things. Simply just say, I'm not a pedophile and I didn't do those things. That wasn't me. They're not even talking about me. They must be talking about someone else. I can't relate to this. Like, why did he feel the need to even relate to this being said? he got banned because he got caught sexing a minor. That describes a lot of people who got banned in 2020. It will always be interesting how people knew who subtweet was aiming at. The amount of abusers that were banned at the same time or canceled was insane. Yeah. As we say in the South, a hit dog hollers. I hate that. Wow. That I don't like that saying. Was there a big clearing of folks like that in 2020? Yes. June 2020 was the Twitch Me Too movement. Tons of streamers got banned. A lot of names got banned. A lot of names got outed. Some of them still exist on the platform. DrDisrespect won't sue because that would open everything up in court. So and I think that's really interesting. I think that's really, really interesting, right? And you see how he says, like, dummies, I'm not being sued. And he's like, he said in this follow-up tweet of like, I'm the least sued I've ever been. The confidence level is, I think, a little bit telling because, again, saying something like this without evidence opens you up. Unless you do have the evidence. Unless there is truth to what is being said, you wouldn't want to sue because then you're forcing that to come out. Gamer me, I think you're reading too much into that. The fact that he isn't seeking legal for libel is very telling. Could be why he won't full out come out and say he didn't do it, because I imagine a screenshot is lined up and he knows it. I mean, that could make sense in this alleged circumstantial discussion. I feel like an NDA or other privacy policy that might open him up for lawsuit from Twitch and Doctor might also be problematic for Cody. Yeah, I mean, he was working with Twitch at the time, right? So he can't sue for libel, as they never stated that is why they banned him. Well, he didn't even say who, right? Like, he didn't say who. So again, it was very cleverly worded. It was very deliberate in the way that this was worded. He got banned. It could be anyone. It's nondescript. And to remind y'all of the timeline of things. Do I have that tab open still? DrDisrespect was banned 2 days after Twitch put out this community blog post and stated, we've prioritized the most severe cases and will begin issuing permanent suspensions in line with our findings immediately. It's just very interesting timing. You've got 3 months ago, high profile contract, big money contract signing between DrDisrespect and Twitch. 3 months later, permanently banned, not temporarily banned, not anything other than the most extreme act to do. Permanent ban off the platform after signing that deal. 2 days after this comes out. It's just very interesting. They banned him because he did something they determined to be a severe case. Yep. Yeah, I'm saying it's correlation. It's very interesting timing. This actually was mob. This was the time when they started permanently banning predators that were outed. There were quite a few that got banned. Are we allowed to post links in chat? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what my current settings are. Just make sure they're not a short link. We'll purge out short links. What's up, Emla? They banned for it prior to this blog post. I mean, this is not a blog post of precedent. It is more so addressing, at the time there were so many cases. There were so, like, they had to develop like a whole flow for the overwhelming amount of accusations that were made against streamers on Twitch at that time. So yeah, I mean, this blog post, I'm not saying this whole blog post is dedicated to DrDisrespect. Like, there were streamers actively getting banned. And there was a lot of pressure from the community for Twitch to start doing stuff because nothing was happening initially. And like Rage, I don't remember, Say No to Rage or whatever that guy's name is, right? Like, was the person who got outed first, and there were like many accounts, multiple different angles and people saying things. And of course, at the time, there were always people like, we need more evidence. Like, okay, well, I don't have any evidence about the person who sexually harassed me, but just want everyone to know that that person is not a good person. The justice system doesn't treat all these accusations the same. With money and power, you could make that take longer. I mean, and again, like, the criminal liability is different from Twitch can ban anyone for any reason. But if you have like an inked contract with them, then, you know, those circumstances change. And that's why there was like a legal settlement that occurred between the two parties. So, I mean, and it's a liability for Twitch. Like, Twitch doesn't have to prove anything. That's why they paid him out. They don't have to prove that the other person, they have messages. They have messages, and it was enough for Twitch to want to get this person who they just paid off the platform forever. Without changing, without going back on that. Without lightening the sentence, permanently banning someone they just signed. So he has to be charged in a legal, like, in court. He has to like go to jail for you to like, that's gonna change your mind. Like, that's what it takes. That's so funny. Also just so dangerous to like have that perspective, because most of these things don't ever get there. Do you have any female friends? Consider having some women in your life, you know, maybe hear them out a little bit, because most women around you have probably been sexually harassed in some way. We just don't talk about it because we don't want to. And this is why these things, you know, perpetuate. And it's comments like that. It's like, wow, you literally have to have someone legally go to court in order for you to like believe someone. Or if we talk about it, it gets minimized, yeah. Because women are always right? That's not what I said. That's a really moronic counter argument, honestly. Because women are always right. Because sexual harassment is just a very rampant issue in society. And there's severe social stigma with coming out with our stories and actually getting justice for what happens. Like, what is that counter argument? Like, what a brain dead comment to make. Again, like, the literal screenshots of the messages could leak and they could be like, well, we don't know that that's actually a underage person. Like, you don't know that. It's always going to be goalpost moving with you people. Like, that's why I don't even get, like, I don't even get riled up about it anymore, because, like, if you just have this stance and you're always trying to find the next thing to justify to, like, defend someone like that, I just don't want you in my space. Like, I don't trust you. I don't like you. You have, like, no respect for women or for victims of sexual harassment. Like, you just don't. And you're not gonna get it. And you arguing chat with me, you're not gonna get it. People like that believe what they want to believe, yeah. And of course, it's usually men who, you know, are far less faced with being sexually harassed. Not to say it doesn't happen, but far less. I'm sure you came to DrDisrespect's side when he cheated on his wife. I'm sure he really appreciated your $5 a month sub. Every woman I know has so many stories about this issue. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I know anyone who doesn't. And now I'll run ads over them. Now I'll run ads. Yes, I'll take my pittance. I'll take my reparations for your stupid comments in chat that I have to read. They're all unironically proving what you're trying to say when it comes to harassment. Yeah. Men don't encounter or deal with this as broadly and are much quicker to dismiss, explain away. All you need to do is listen and consider. And there's too much emotional work, sadly, yes. He's a good guy. I literally subbed him on Twitch. There were comments like that. It was so weird to see. Everyone knows a woman who is a victim of sexual assault. No one knows a man who has committed sexual assault, is a quote we were told in seminary. Holy shit. Wow. That is like a really powerful message. Wow. I mean, it's so accurate, right? It's just so accurate. I got harassed at work via Teams messages and reported it to HR. He still works at the company and I got asked to leave. Holy shit, I'm sorry, hero. I had to leave the team. But yeah, but yeah, but you know, where's the evidence though? Oh wait, there was evidence, but why didn't you tell the police? Why didn't you tell the police? Obviously, you must be lying. You know, if you didn't go to the police about it, yeah, because the police are great, you know, really functional people that definitely, you know, understand how to handle sexual assault cases properly. To be clear, they were racial marital comments in a workplace with timestamps. Nothing happened from it. Oh, wow. Can you post the link to what you're reading on the screen, please? Oh, this one? From the Twitch blog? Yeah, there you go. I mean, I'm not really reading it. I was just highlighting this is 2 days before DrDisrespect got banned, which was like, hey, there's a lot of Me Too stories, and we're gonna start banning people permanently. And 2 days from now is the 4-year anniversary of DrDisrespect getting banned. I screenshotted a Hassan video to copy the link when we were doing research for this. I screenshotted Hassan video. Oh my gosh, really? It's insane that there's literally nowhere safe. I mean, there are some safe spaces, but you know, parasocial relationships are dangerous. Like, DrDisrespect doesn't know you and doesn't give a shit about you whether you sub or not. Like, he wants your money. He wants you to watch him. He wants to be famous. Thoughts on Nick Merckx? Why would I have any thoughts about Nick Merckx? He's a transphobic, homophobic, meathead piece of shit. Like, what? What other thoughts do you need? What evidence do you need about him? Like, he's openly homophobic and transphobic. Like, was last year, by the way, y'all. By the way, last year when Nick Merckx was like, yeah, you know, we just need to be careful about how we talk about LGBT people and you know, it's a family thing, family discussion. And people are like, well, he's a family guy, so that makes sense. It's not homophobic, okay? You could still be gay. Just don't be gay out loud in front of Nick Merckx and his family, duh. And now he's like just openly being transphobic, and people are like, well, he got me. Like, I just don't understand how people are this stupid. Like, what? Like, people literally need to have people be like say directly, like, I hate gay people, in order to be like, oh, homophobe, I found one, there's one right there, actual homophobe, they said I hate gay people. Like, most people don't actually do that unless you're like an anime avatar on Twitter. Most people don't like just say, like, it's called reading subtext, context clues. It's understanding dog whistles and like the underlying thing, like not just reading the words that are being said, but what the words are actually trying to say in a way that clearly fools people. Dog whistles, look them up. Even Booker's getting awake and agitated over this because he's hearing the dog whistles. I will admit I hadn't heard the term dog whistles. Wait, really? Yeah, I mean, so dog whistles is in reference to signaling to a group of people something that is bigoted. There are a lot of common ones, yes. And that one last year was a common one. It is I have no problem with gay people, but I just think it's something that, you know, needs to be talked with the family. It's like, what you as a straight hetero male going to say that could be more educational than education and people that may be queer talking about queerness. We need to protect the kids. Yeah, weird how the we need to protect the kids guy is friends with a pedophile. I mean, alleged. I'm sorry, alleged. Alleged. He is famous and not afraid of the alphabet community. You need a new saying. No one is scared, they just don't agree with the deviant lifestyle. What? Those were like 4 different dog whistles in one. You're just listing dog whistles? Like when politicians say urban when they mean not white, that's a dog whistle, yep. I'm curious as to why the pride flags are in school. Weird. Weird that the people that were defending DrDisrespect are now bringing out the homophobic dog whistles. Oh my god, it's almost like the circle is the same. Wow. So this is what I call a gotcha moment, where I've let you exist in my gay stream. By the way, this is a gay stream and you're now tainted by the gayness, by the way. You're all tainted. So if you watch my stream, you not only have made me money as a gay person, but now you've been infected by the gay. It's true. It's true. You see this? You see this? A woman gave me this. And we're gonna get gay married this year. And there's nothing you can do about it. Does that bother you? I bet that bothers you, doesn't it?
That's someone that's in my community actively.
Wait, really?
A part of my stream. Like, really, really weird. Really weird that you come into my ASMR community for rest, relaxation, and then you come in my fiance's stream and you're talking about how bad gay people are. Why do you consume my content? Why are you there? Consider yourself banned. I never want to see you ever again. This is the worst start to my day. Congratulations.
You heard her. Out. We don't do the homophobes. We don't give you free content. And now you guys all have to go to Christy's stream tomorrow and give her love when she streams. That's my fiance. That's who you've upset. You have done a big no-no. And now you must all go follow my fiance, Christy, and go give her lots of love. And on Pride Month. How dare. How dare. Yeah, I am used to dealing with the homophobes. Like, I've been on the internet too long dealing with the homophobes. But you know, Christy, she's still new to this, and that stuff really hurts her. It hurts her feelings. I need Loco to have a new light up sign in the background that says "Gay Married." Gay married. When my hetero marriage happened, I really wanted us to get gay married. Radium, it's not too late. You can turn your hetero marriage into a gay marriage. That actually would be a... Yeah, you have to do that. You can just be a little gay. Thanks, Resonate. Thank you. I've been burdened by straightness for this life. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were gay until you got proposed to. LOL, I don't really care about those things. You were just the woman on Twitch who talks about news. Like, that's what I would like to be. I mean, that's why I don't, like, really talk about it, because I don't really feel like I need to. I shouldn't have to, like, state it or something. Like, that shouldn't really affect how you think of me. Can I be a little gay as a treat? Of course, you could be a little gay. Do I have to sign again for it to be gay? No. At any time. Anytime. Why waste your time around people you don't like? Because if your opinion changes, if you don't all of a sudden like my stream because of who I'm consensually over the age in love with, and that affects how you perceive me, that's on you, man. That's your problem. That's no good. You know what I mean? Like, that's if that bothers you or makes you think any lesser of me, I mean, that's you're being homophobic, and it just makes you a lesser person. What did you miss here? Well, we were talking about DrDisrespect allegedly maybe being a pedophile, and you know, there were people in here that, you know, wanted to you know, be the devil's advocate and, you know, request more evidence, and we need more evidence, and we need evidence, so we need more proof. And then I just started talking about being gay, and then, you know, those same people all of a sudden had some opinions about, you know, being openly gay. And that, you know, I don't know, it was a weird overlap. Again, that's what we call gotcha moments. I don't know if it's if the Gen Zers still use gotcha moments. I don't know if that's still a thing, but that's what it was. Also, long time 4th Street. Hope you're doing well. Debate lords in shambles, and then it was quiet. We're selling $99.99 packs now, yes, for the low price of $99 hairs. How do you like living in Texas as an openly gay woman? Well, it's not like I'm walking around being like we're not, like, Christy and I aren't walking around like making out with each other in front of everyone. It's like, you know, I don't know, like, I would not say we're very open in front of people, like in front of the general public. I mean, there have been, I mean, a trigger warning, like, you know, violence and homophobia, but there have been some crimes against gay people here in Texas. We're not staying here much longer. That's the TLDR of that one. We're also not going to legally get married in Texas. We want our marriage license to be safe and secure in a state that values us and our tax-paying dollars. So, yeah. Come to Chicago? It's funny how homophobes quickly assume gay people are pedos, but when it comes to accusation about someone else like DrDisrespect, it's like, oh, we need more evidence. Yeah. Do they even realize the double standard? I don't think their brain can turn that fast. That's a lot of different steps of thinking. It's too many steps. Hi, 4th Street. Take care. I am doing well, besides, you know, I mean, today is a very hot topic day. But I mean, look, I'm not a pedophile, so I don't have any guilt, you know? I'm just talking about what's going on in the industry. That's all. It's what we do here. Some days are more interesting than others. Some days, you know, we got a new Twitch feature and it's good, and sometimes it's kind of good, and sometimes we have some pedophilia accusations. You know, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And you know, I don't think that this is the end. I thought that those tweets were the end. Now I don't think I think that it seems to me like there could be something in the woodworks. In the woodworks? No, I think it's just in the works, right? Yeah, something in the works, not the woodworks. That's too specific. Yep, Gary, that is what allegation means. Yes. That's awesome. I'm glad that you looked that up, because most people, when they don't know something, they don't look it up. And I'm like, the internet is right here, guys. You can just like look up things, you know? You don't understand something, you don't know how like settlements work and why that no party would have any wrongdoing, because that's how settlements work usually. Like most settlements, you settle and you both are like, all right, neither one did anything wrong, let's just walk away scot-free. Twitch did not get you know, did not admit to banning DrDisrespect for a for whatever reason, and DrDisrespect got the money that was in that contract, but did not get unbanned. That was not part of the resolution, which is pretty interesting. Obviously, I think if you get into a legal dispute with Twitch, they probably would never unban you anyways. Bothers me if someone thinks an allegation is proof or factual. So I think that's an interesting comment to make, because I mean, I don't know how everyone else feels, but to me, I don't see this as like, oh, well, this confirms it. Like he's a pedophile. That's confirmed. Like case closed. Like that's not really how I've perceived that, and I don't think I've come across that way. It's more so that it's all of the facts, all of the last 2 hours that we've spent going over reactions and subtext and timelines and, you know, other people chiming in, video evidence, just all these other like factors that just can help you draw a conclusion. And for me, that is that this is probable. And if it's probable, I don't feel comfortable being in the same circle as that person. I'd rather be on the safe side and say, I don't know, this could check out. I'm gonna not watch his stream anymore. Rather than being like, clout chaser. How's it going, DrDisrespect? You're such a good guy. Oh my god, don't believe these fools. We need screenshot evidence. That's how I feel about the whole thing. Let's remember this was after the bathroom incident. Yeah, the bathroom incident. It's just like it's just a show. It's the showing of the character, right? It's the showing of the character. No, I personally never watched DrDisrespect. Because I literally don't understand why. He just whines. He just whines and throws temper tantrum, and he's like 40 years old. Like, what? Genuinely, I don't understand why people like that. But you know, some people never grow up, and they watch someone who also has never grown up, I guess. It's like we're watching a car crash in slow motion, in very slow motion, in very slow motion. He's just playing a character. He's just a character. Yeah. It's also the thing about like perpetuating like dog whistles and stuff and like asking innocent questions is like you're just perpetuating harm. Like that's why like just being like openly accepting of others, like going back to like the gay thing, right? We're kind of like tossing back and forth here, but like there's not really a such thing as an innocent question. You know, when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like there are lives at stake here. It's not like, oh, I don't know why like pride flag, it's a goddamn rainbow. Like what? It's a rainbow that just like preaches about accepting people for who they are. What? Just conveniently a character in the gray area. Nothing to see here. Yeah, I know. He just plays a character for 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that's only on camera. Yeah. I don't know. I thought he was for 18-year-old bros, but now they're how old now since he started? I mean, I don't know how long he's been streaming for, but I don't know. I didn't even like I really enjoyed him not being on Twitch because I didn't have to like think about him ever. Like he was to me so irrelevant. Oh no, where's my tinfoil hat? It's gone! No, I need a new tinfoil hat. Oh. Anyways, tinfoil hat time. I think DrDisrespect has been getting really irrelevant, and maybe this is a plant. And maybe the clout chasing isn't for Cody. Maybe the people that are saying that it's for clout chasing are right, but they're not talking about Cody. They're actually talking about DrDisrespect. Because he's the actual famous one. And he's been so irrelevant for like ever since he got banned. Ugh, genius. No, I don't know about that, Rev. I don't know that, but I don't know what that is. You have to tell me the context of that one. There's no character versus a real person anymore. I mean, you just can't blame the character for like you being a shitty person outside of the character. And if you're role playing as like a crappy person all the time, like I don't know, like how do you do that? Like I feel like it's hard for those to be separate things. He must be paying Cody. That's why he keeps saying he got paid. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We got to the bottom of it. That's a long story. Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about that person. Anyways, this was yep. I mean, this went about how I thought it would. What's up, Richard? I have to say, I so appreciate your willingness to talk about things like this. I always have more to learn about how to think and talk things like this given the state of the world today. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening. It is great to be given a platform to talk about these things. I feel like I do offer a different perspective than a lot of the other people that cover these things. Because I have my own experiences and stories to tell. And so, you know, it's not, I don't have the biggest platform, but, you know, I'm always going to use it in a way that I feel is authentic. And I'm not going to shy away from how I feel about things, like, because it's not just like a story that I'm disconnected from, right? Like I mean, there's layers, right? Like the fact that we did pivot to talk about, you know, pride and the queer community, and then we drew out people who were also questionable towards that. You know, that's not really an accident there. That's why I come back here. Thank you, Jimmy. Oh, nice, Chef. That's awesome. Where's the cliff notes? Okay, the cliff notes will be on YouTube. If you missed this, we talked, I mean, there's a lot. We have a lot of tabs open. I mean, I feel like I tried to get as much information and context as possible. Because again, I think if you like are in your bubble and maybe you're in a DrDisrespect fandom bubble, like you're going to feel really aggravated by this and you're going to be really dismissive of it. And while it's obviously one person saying something isn't necessarily like this is the truth now type of thing, I'm hoping that all of the things that I've shown you today at least just help you have a better understanding of the situation and why people may react the way they do, right? So, you know, when you see people chiming in and saying, oh, well, you know, like, you know, basically clapping, right? And dancing and like being like, yep, knew it. Yep, he's a pedophile. Yep. Makes sense, checks out. Like the way people react about that is like because of the perception that they've drawn from his character or not. I don't think like most people like really are trying to take down someone just because they're popular. Like I don't think that really happens. Like that doesn't really make any sense. There's always some underlying reason, right? So hopefully that makes more sense. But yes, I will be putting the shorter version of this on YouTube. So if you miss anything, go check out my YouTube. I've been posting a lot of content on there. youtube.com/loco. So I've been posting like highlights and shorts and stuff from the stream. So if you miss my streams on Mondays, which are usually Mondays at 11 a.m. right now, if you miss my streams, you can always find me on YouTube. I'm posting some stuff up there. So it's more like opinion based stuff. I do want to get to doing more like educational segments and maybe using my like my Streamer Square YouTube for that, but the YouTube is super appreciated. Thank you. I'm glad that y'all like it because I've been working really hard to get it back up and running, so that you don't have to try to sift through 3 hours of me blah blah blah. Is the YouTube closed caption? It's up to YouTube. I don't know how they do their captions. I don't know. Are you going to mention to vote for your streaming day? Yes. If you're in my Discord server, you can vote. I'm kind of re-polling what days are best for people to watch. Obviously, if you're here on Monday, it's a little skewed towards Monday, but you know, feel free to give your opinion in my Discord. Friday is currently winning actually by a lot. I'm just looking to kind of evaluate what day is best to have our discussions. And looks like Friday is definitely more favorable for people, which makes sense. I think Mondays are people like they have their stand-ups, they're catching up emails for the week. There's a lot going on Mondays, where Fridays are typically, I think, lighter for most people working. So I definitely understand that makes more sense. Friday's good because we can have more dad jokes. Oh my god. Nice, Raider. Dream Austin is doing meetups again. They had one this weekend. Yeah, we couldn't go. We had another obligation, but definitely want to try to make it to one for sure. Thanks, Kiba. Thanks for being here. Thanks, Gary. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna do a raid, so let me shut down the YouTube. If you're watching on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here on the YouTube. Shout outs. I don't even know where my link is. I have so many windows up. Okay. Goodbye to YouTube. Close that out. Goodbye to